Hello and welcome, this is Rooflemonger, and in this video I want to talk about the magic number as it pertains to flawless block attacks in Mortal Kombat 11. So if you're not aware of flawless blocks, just in case, just to go over and review it, it's these guys right here. So if you block within 3 frames of the attack happening, you'll get a flawless block, and on top of that you can also do special attacks out of it, like your up 3 attack or your up 2 attack, just like your wake up attacks, right? So flawless blocking is a very powerful mechanic and can be used to kind of like really curtail someone's crazy offense, right? So let's talk about that magic number. And what is the magic number? And the magic number is -5. Now you might be asking, well, why -5? Because -5, with a couple small exceptions, which we'll get over later in the video, is basically the most amount of negative you can be and still flawless block the next incoming attack. So we're using Cassie's forward 4-1 here, which is one of the best strings in the game if you're not aware, and this is -5 on block here. So what happens if we try to, as Scorpion, just try to down 1 checker afterwards to keep it our turn, right? What happens if we try that? So as you can see here, she still flawless blocks. She has enough time to flawless block, and this can go into that up 2 or up 3. So we have here, Scorpion here, we have a 7 frame down 1, in case you're not aware here, 7 frames. And this is part of how frame data works in this game. So unlike most fighting games, frame data does not include the startup frame. So if it says 7 frame startup, the active frame will actually come on frame 8. So that means there is a 3 frame gap between the -5 and the 8 frame normal coming at her way, thus giving Cassie the exact 3 frame window she needs to flawless block. So one more time just to go over it. Since Cassie is -5 and we are attacking her with an 8 frame move, she has 3 frames to block in the window, thus giving her time to flawless block and doing all the fun stuff that comes with flawless blocks. So that's what makes it the magic number. If you have a move that is -5 or less, because we'll go over that, or less, then you can still flawless block and then try to steal your turn back after your string or move or whatever is over. So switching gears over to Garris here. So Garris, I'm sure you probably know this string here, this is forward 2-1-2, and this is only -3 on block. So he has a much wider window to be able to recover and then attempt to flawless block something. So here we are, after he does his negative string, so it should be our turn, but since we're trying to attack here with our forward 4 right after he attacks us, he has plenty of time to be able to do the flawless block and then punish us for doing it. As you can see here, and Garris also, his up 2 after the flawless block is definitely one of the better after flawless block attacks. It's very fast and has a lot of range going forward. So yeah, that's just another example here. So it's very easy to try to steal your turn back with the flawless block after you are quote-unquote negative on block with a move that's -5 or less. Now, I did mention earlier how -5 is the magic number with a couple small exceptions, so I'm going to show you one of those small exceptions right now. So a character like Garris doesn't have a 7 frame down 1, he has a 6 frame down 1, which means the attack will hit on the 7th frame, meaning there's only a 2 frame gap between, say, we're going to use Cassie's -5 move here, and his jab connecting. So while she still gets the block fine, like that's not an issue, she still completely gets the block fine, she will not be able to flawless block it. So just keep that in mind. So against a character like Garris or Sub-Zero is another example that has a faster down 1 than average, then the magic number against those characters would be -4, not -5. And yeah, that's kind of just the gist of it here. Not every string is going to be -5 or less, right? And you do have to practice the timing. Generally speaking, after a lot of the moves, you just want to kind of flicker block. Like you just want to, hopefully you can hear this here, you just want to like flicker it and just like let go really quick, because you can't do your post flawless block attack if you're still holding block. So you have to let go, then hit up 2 or up 3. But yeah, just play around, just really look at your normals, because a lot of people just fixate, okay, is it -7 or more or -7 or less, right? Because -7 is generally the safe number, right? If a move is -7 for the most part, you can't really punch someone directly. Like you definitely have to like watch out and be on the defense afterwards, but they can't be punished. So moves like -7, yeah, you're not going to be able to flawless block afterwards, right? But just play around, you know, and just look at your strings here, because you might find something here that's either just a barely bit negative, so you don't really want to use the flawless block punish after that, because if it's only a little bit negative, you can still very much try to threaten with your own down 1 without getting beat by anything else or whatever, right? Unless they down 1 you back. But yeah, kind of magic number moves here, -3, -4, -5, where you kind of are a little unsafe to try to check them with something else. But if they try to check you back, then you can definitely get that flawless block in, punish them, and just go from there. So, hey, give it a shot. Anyways, that's it for this video. Just wanted to let you guys know about that. So thank you very much for watching. I hope this video has found you well. Go out and play some Mortal Kombat.